What up?
Good morning. What it do, all my crew?
You.
We don't give a sip this morning. I love this coffee cup.
Nice.
like
Yeah,
my
that's the
favorite
one. That's the
cup.
one you. I just
It's
got a
my
regular
favorite
one.
coffee cup.
I just got a regular one.
Good morning, everyone. Come on in.
Yo.
I've got the Brandon Holt with me this morning.
My God.
We're gonna be talking about some stuff. So come on in.
Don't worry, it won't be like last time I was on.
Share this.
Yeah.
Unfiltered channel. Our unfiltered chats. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for some encouragement. Hit the share button. Let me know if you've shared it.
I'm sharing right now, babe.
Thank you. If you share, go ahead and hashtag share down below. Hey, Sheena, what's up?
What up, Sheena?
Young blood in the house. Good morning, Ann. What's up? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for some new things. Some exciting things.
Listen, you got some stuff to talk about, don't you, little lady?
I do. We have some fun stuff. We have
excited
some
about this.
new stuff. Thank you, Victoria, for sharing. If you've never been on one of our chats,
Yeah.
I go live every Wednesday and Friday, 10:30 a.m. We're a little bit late today. We had a phone call that we had to get off of before we can come on here with you guys. Hey, Kevin. I always forget his last name.
Milfeld.
Don't kill me, Kevin.
Milfeld.
I do love you. Hey, Candy.
Milfeld.
I've been watching his lives. Amazing. Love it. Hey, Deborah.
He's the
Good
bishop.
morning. Good morning, everyone. So usually I come on here and I encourage you guys, and we have some unfiltered chats. We talk about some things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. We
Right.
address some things that a lot of people don't want to address, and we are just
for
of
sure.
the
We're the mindset, like, let's just keep it real.
we're just of the mindset that life should be unfiltered, and we're just tired of sugar-coated life, sugar-coated religion, sugar-coated everything. And I come on here with you guys twice a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, 10:30 a.m. Good morning, everybody. And I have a podcast, new podcast every Tuesday. Go check that out. I released one yesterday. I've gotten quite a few messages about the podcast
It was good,
yesterday.
babe.
Thank you. I didn't know you listened to it.
I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, but I listened to probably 3/4 of it.
Well, I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying how much they enjoyed yesterday's podcast. We talked about the forced pause in our nation right now.
My God.
And what that looks like. I feel like there are a lot of people struggling with the forced pause. If you can be honest and unfiltered with us today, and you say, you know what, guys, I feel the forced pause has been a struggle for me, go ahead and hashtag me too down below. Good morning, guys.
Hey,
And
Nadia, remember she met us in Orlando at the gas station?
ha, that's so
What
funny.
up?
Awesome.
Hey, guess what? We actually live 40 minutes from that gas station now.
That's so funny.
That is awesome.
Yes. If you've been struggling with the forced pause, that's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah.
Because we have learned a lot of new things during quarantine. This chat's going to be a little bit more laid back.
Yeah.
I see the Me Too's rolling in. If you guys are ready for some encouragement, if you are ready for our unfiltered chat, you know the drill. Throw those coffee cups in the air. Let's cheers to it. We're about throwing our dirt around. We're about celebrating our dirt, because there are a lot of people that feel alone in their thoughts, alone in their moments, alone in the things they're struggling with. And one thing that I strive to do is to create a safe place for us to celebrate together, to link arms and say, you know what, you're not alone. I'm feeling the struggles. I'm feeling the anxiety. I think that Brandon's seen me struggle with anxiety more than I've struggled with in the past week. Can I just go ahead and throw my first confession of the morning out there? A couple days ago, actually, I sat right here at the kitchen table with my coffee in hand, with tears streaming down my face. Everybody was still asleep, and Brandon came out the room and was like, "What is wrong with you?
Why are you crying?
What is going on?"
I immediately went into Kurt Franklin's song.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you cry? Anyway.
And I just gotta be truthful. Like, feeling stuck gives me anxiety. We travel. That's what we do. We travel. We do ministry.
We did.
Yeah. Well, let's cheers to all of those ministers that are stuck in their houses.
We love you.
Yes, we do. We love you.
We're praying for all of you. Don't give up. The forced pause, Lenora, is what we're talking about with this country. There's this forced pause that has taken place.
Yes.
In the last 3 months at least. Mm-hmm. And we don't know how long it's going to continue being paused.
So we're talking today about how to navigate that, because this has been like a new area for us to navigate individually, together, as a family, in our ministry.
Amazon, bless it. Hers too. Show them yours.
Yes,
they're the Quelo rings.
It's the silicone rings when I don't want to wear my nice one, but this one's got a little fake little diamond
a little
thingy.
fake black silicone diamond.
Super cheap on Amazon.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're wanting to talk about that today. So, how have you been? I wanted to kind of do a question and answer, a Q&A with B and A today.
Come on, BA. That's gonna be BA, babe.
It is. If you don't know, we have a podcast every Thursday. One's coming out tomorrow. BA podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, all of the stuff. Go check it out. Subscribe.
Man.
I had a podcast come out yesterday where we talked in depth about the forced pause, but I want you guys to give us some questions. We're doing Q&As.
Tanita said your ring is cute. Not just cute, it's cute.
Thank you. If you've been struggling with this forced pause in our nation, if you've been struggling with our new normal, if you've been struggling with the isolation, with the different lifestyle that we're being forced to live, and really, I want to put it out there, you're not alone.
No.
I want to go back to the fact that I was sitting here a couple days ago, crying my eyes out, having this massive anxiety attack, and my husband had to remind me, you're not alone. You're not the only one that's feeling these things. A lot of us are feeling these things. The nation is feeling these things. And if you have questions regarding how to move forward, if you have questions concerning anything that you feel like you're confronting, right? Because when things shut down, you're presented with an opportunity to confront things that you wouldn't normally confront.
Yeah.
Because your life is no longer busy, full of schedules, and
you can't hide behind the schedule anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen personally, there are many marriages that are struggling right now because they
don't know how to coexist,
or some or both have they don't work anymore, which has put a stress on finances.
Or their schedules were so busy that now being in the same house with each other all the time is making them feel like they want to just go crazy.
Here's the great news for us. Like, we were kind of used to that. So
we were.
Even though there has been some
tension.
Yeah, some tensious moments, if you will. But there's just sometimes she's just like, listen, dude, I'm getting in the car and I'm going to go ride to Walmart.
Go get me some Dunkin' Donut and sit in the car for a little bit and drink it in peace and quiet.
Well, now luckily here in Florida, if I want to, now most of the time I don't want to, because can I just tell y'all, we live in a state that is about as hot as 7 hells. And it's...
I was talking to my aunt yesterday. We were Marco Poloing. So I went outside and I said, I feel like I'm in the butt crack of Satan right now.
I almost spit coffee out
I said, I am so hot. It's 97 and it feels like 120.
That's hot and sweaty hot right there.
Let's just keep it real unfiltered
that
right
is
now.
Hot and sweaty hot right there, y'all. Oh, Lord Jesus. But no, So I was going to say, like, I can go say, oh, I'm going to go play golf. Well, I ain't even been able to do that because it is hot. It is like not H-O-T. It's not even H-O-T-T. It's H-A-W-T.
I see my Dunkin' fans.
I
will take a Dunkin' over Starbucks any day. Okay, honey?
That's right.
Okay, honey.
All right, we need to give some shout-outs real quick, babe.
Yes, and you guys start rolling in some questions. This is Q&A with BA.
That's right.
We're just wanting to chat today about how to move forward during this moment of our forced pause.
Yep.
Yay, Tammy, so excited that you purchased my book.
Come on.
While Brandon's checking that out, if you have not purchased the book, shameless plug, Unfiltered, Walking Through Dirt, While Embracing Your Destiny, you can get my book on Greg Bruno. What's up?
What up, Gregory? We love you.
You can purchase it on Amazon, Kindle, our website, all the stuff.
And you can purchase it for a friend. And yeah, it is a shameless plug, but can I be honest with you? We have no income right now. We're not traveling. And so
every book that's sold helps food for our family.
Yes.
So thank you guys.
Melissa, we feel you. Wow, that's awesome. She's got friends. For her birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Yes, happy belated birthday.
We see Lisa Rodriguez. Come on. The woman, the myth, the legend. She's on with us.
Yay.
Kelsey, Brenda, Leanne Thompson. What's up? Thank you
Of course, Candy. I see KB. Wow. Now listen, I know you're not KB anymore. You're now KT, but I love you.
Who is that?
That is a high school friend of mine.
Come on, somebody.
And well, kind of, yeah. I mean, I just got out of high school.
We see the Dante Massengill.
What's up, Dante?
Come on, Aunt Bev, Luker, what's going on? We of course said hello to Greg Bruno.
So if you guys have
it's good to see all of you.
We want to chat about it.
And listen, we'll chat about any question you want. It don't have to just be about COVID and the pause. But if there's something you're going through...
If you're struggling with anything, I feel like, and like we were saying a second ago, that pauses require us to...
Ooh, girl, your feet are cold.
I'm sorry. I'm freezing. I went in earlier and I was like, I'm freezing.
Oh, and then she put her feet right between my legs, like my calves.
So...
I personally love it because I'm hot, right,
and
all the time.
And I'm always freezing.
And then Rory will do the same thing. I've never met a little girl whose extremities get as cold as Rory.
She does. Listen, she gets so cold.
It's ridiculous. And she'll be like, Cuddles. They call me Bucci, by the way. So I don't know where this come from.
Cuddles, Bucci.
They'll be like, Bucci, I want Cuddles.
Yeah. Very strange, but it is what it is, right? I had a couple messages.
Yes, Kelsey, it's on Amazon, and you can go to our website, BrandonAndAlyssa.live. If you want a signed copy, she'll sign one for you.
On the website.
Yep.
So, I don't know if you've been receiving a lot of messages lately, but I have been receiving a lot of messages from people, and really the subject is the same. It's how do I continue to feel in control during a time that feels out of control?
Yeah.
How do I continue feeling in control during a time that feels out of control?
Ooh.
And I feel like for me, and I'm just going to start with that one question, and then Brandon will look at the questions coming in right now. I feel like right now this has been a huge topic, even for myself, for Brandon, our family, our ministry, our lifestyle. How do you continue to do life and move forward when you feel like everything has been ripped out? All your routine, all of your schedule, all of your normal has been ripped out from under your feet. And I truly think, and what's been helping me has been, one, this right here.
Come on, show them.
I am a huge advocate of journaling. I feel like everybody, man and woman, young and old, needs to have a journal.
Yeah.
They have to journal. It helps you go through life, getting your feelings out, processing your emotions, hearing the voice of the Father. It helps you be intentional in addressing your emotions. And I feel with all of my heart, when you live life neglecting your emotions, you put yourself in a position for you to feel way more out of control than you actually are.
Yep.
I mean, do you agree with that?
I do, and the reality of all of this is, and it's something that I was just talking to her about this morning, even as we were waking up, the struggle is always going to be one place, and that's our mind. Our minds are what bring on all the anxiety, all the doubt, all the fear, all the worry, the what ifs, the look at where I'm at. We think so much, and this is why the Bible specifically talks about our thoughts.
And I think even in the forced pause, we overthink too much.
Well,
because we have nothing to do.
Because also, and that's why, I've encouraged her, I've encouraged myself, I encourage you, stay busy, do something. Even if, even if it's Netflix, you know what I'm saying? Like, find a new good show to watch, do something, but keep your mind. If you tend to go negative in your thoughts, you need to keep your mind on things. You know what I'm saying? And you need to keep your mind on good things. There's a ton of wonderful shows to watch that are godly. If you've not watched The Chosen,
there's so much to do, man.
The Chosen, y'all, go check out The Chosen.
I've put a plug in for The Chosen.
Listen, that's a binge right there that all of you need to go on. But
I think,
and I'm just saying though, it's our thoughts that are screwing us up so much, because we start comparing where we were at, where we thought we would be.
Our year's plans, how they've all been squashed.
Listen, I don't know anybody, but here's the good news. There ain't nobody whose 2020 has turned out the way they thought it was going to.
So if you feel bad about the fact that you aren't where you thought you'd be, cheers, I'm right there with you.
Come on, I've drank all my coffee, so I can't cheers with you. But
I feel like journaling is a huge tool right now for you to process the things that we are going through as a nation, that we are going through individually, as a family. Even if you are an essential worker and have been an essential worker this whole time, and you've been able to work during this time, there are so many anxieties that come with that, because you're putting yourself
at risk more than other people. Yeah.
You're having to, some jobs, you're having to work harder than what you were working because they've let a certain percentage of the employees go during this time. So
and some of you may be where we're at, where your income is gone. And somebody, one of the questions was, have you had any God moments during this?
Yeah, I was fixing to get to that.
Yes. Like, God has shown up so faithfully, and we're not living in excess right now, but our needs have been met, and there's some things we're pushing off till we get back to a normal life. But the reality is God has been showing up all through this, and maybe you're where we're at, and the stress of the finances is almost crippling. I have felt that. Like, as the man of our house, I don't put that on my wife. I carry all of that because I know that she has a tendency to worry and become anxious about stuff. And so if she knew sometimes the depth of the things that we're struggling with, or that we're dealing with, or what is coming at us financially, it would throw her even into a deeper pit,
I don't even want to know.
Yeah. But it's, but God's been faithful.
God moments in supplying and providing for us. We're not hungry. We've got a roof over our head. Jesus. That's a blessing, because there are families out there that are struggling with that right now. They don't know what to do. They don't know how they're going to make it, because their jobs have been ripped out from underneath them. And now, they're left just kind of figuring things out like the rest of the nation is. But even deeper than that, just God moments in discovering things about ourselves that we would have never had the opportunity to truly reflect and truly dive into and explore. I just want to encourage you. I saw somebody say we have to look at the perspective. There are people that are in hospitals all by themselves dying at this moment. That's the truth. We are surrounded by family in our home, and we are able to get on social media and have a community here where we can say, hey, we're on here every Wednesday and Friday, and we're together, and we are celebrating this dirt of COVID because there is destiny that can be found there. And I feel that during this time, both of us have had moments separately and together, where God started healing areas of our hearts that were really wounded, relationships that were wounded, that God's been putting on our heart to let go of and to forgive and to allow him to heal. There are so many areas in my life that I could neglect because we're so busy and we're doing ministry. And I just want to say, for those of you who are in ministry, don't neglect relationship by replacing it with ministry.
Right.
Because that's something that's so easy to do when you're in full-time ministry and you're pouring out all the time. You can neglect relationship just to pour out. And for us, this has been a pause because we do that. We're constantly pouring out that now we're able to just focus solely on a relationship with God and come back to where we began before we were in the forefront of ministry. And God's been healing our hearts in areas. God's been dealing with wounds in areas that we haven't been able to fix and mend. And I can say through this, the God moments we have had is I have found personal healing. We have found healing from our marriage, healing in our ministry. We have found so much that we wouldn't have necessarily been able to explore if we were constantly going. So I just want to encourage you to look for the God moments. Look for the moments that God's tugging at your heart during this forced pause that says, hey, I need you to focus on this issue that you've been neglecting and shoving under the rug for so long.
I'm getting more coffee.
It's time go for it. It's time to start addressing some stuff. And see, guys, here's the thing. That's why I love journaling, because it helps you address things that you wouldn't address. But I feel like if we would address things now, then we will be able, when the world goes back to normal, to step out in more powerful ways than we have before. Absolutely.
That's good, babe.
Let's see.
Get that coffee, y'all.
I'm looking to see what other questions we have here. Stepping out into faith to homeschool your kids. Much prayer for you.
Come on, yes.
I have homeschooled my kids before COVID, and it is definitely a task for those that are not faint of heart. So I will be praying for you for sure. Let's see.
I won't be getting more coffee. It needs more water.
Oh, dadgum.
That's all right.
Working on finishing college and completing 14 classes by the end of September. Stay busy, yes. I think routine right now...
that's crazy.
Routine right now is a big deal. Just because life doesn't look the same doesn't mean that we can't have routine in our life.
Yeah.
And if we don't maintain routine, then we're going to be in a world of hurt when life goes back to normal. So
I want to say this. Lenora Hunt said something. She said, youth pastors pour out to other babies when their babies are sitting, waiting, and watching. And I'm going to tell you, listen, we both
say that.
We both were raised in a pastor's home. Our daughters are now being raised in a pastor's home. And so if anybody understands the ministry life as a kid, it is us. And I'm going to tell you, I really believe it's important to not lose your family while saving someone else's.
Yeah. And ministry doesn't teach that.
No, they
don't teach that. They teach give everything you have right now for the sake of the kingdom. Pour out, pour out, pour out. Give, give, give. Be there for everybody. Be everything for everyone. And your children are sitting there without parents, really. They're there, but they're not there. They're not present.
Yeah.
They're not paying attention because you're so busy caring for all of the other people within the church and doing ministry for everybody else that your children lack ministry from you because they're kind of lost within the mix of it all.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, if you've not used COVID to your advantage in that situation, then you're doing it wrong. And so
start today. Start today. I just want to say that to everybody. Everybody who has kids, everybody who has grandkids, everybody who has spiritual kids. Maybe you're raising kids that aren't even your kids. Maybe they're friends' kids or your kids' kids because they weren't able to step up like they needed to. And you're standing in the gap. Foster kids. Whatever it is, take this time to focus on moments. Yeah. Take this time to focus on, and I'll go ahead and share this while we're here.
Tell them about this.
I'm excited.
This is really cool. Like, I'm not even saying that because you're my wife. Like, if I saw this online, I'd be like, this is neat.
Okay, so I started something. I have not launched it yet. I'm launching it right after we get off of here because
she has it all typed up, ready to launch.
Yes. So there has been something, this has been a thing that God's been like really dealing with me about, is focusing on moments. Because it's so easy to get caught in the undertow of all of the movements that are happening right now. Our nation is going through a lot of movements. A lot of different unprecedented things that are happening right now in the past couple months. And it is so easy to get so caught up in the mix of all of that, the news of all of that, the post of all of that, that you forget that life is still happening. The nation may have shut down and movements may be taking place, but life is still happening. Your life is right here. My marriage is newer than it will ever be. My kids are younger than they will ever be. My life today, it's the last chance that I get to seize today. And God started talking to me about seeing moments right now because I started dealing with anxiety and I started feeling stuck and trapped inside of this house and not being able to do my normal stuff that God said, I want you to start focusing on moments and not movements.
Wow.
And I started a private project in my phone notes. I can't show you because I'm using my phone. But in my phone notes, I started a project that I titled Quarantine. During quarantine, I want to look for seen moments.
Yeah.
I don't want to just look. I want to see them.
And I really want to say this for all of you. We absolutely believe in movements.
Yeah.
Okay? We support movements.
Absolutely.
But like anything, if the movements make you miss the moments.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Then it's going, what's the point of it? If ministry makes you miss the moments with your kids,
I don't want to look.
What's the point, you know?
I don't want to look back on this time that our nation's in and say I was so caught up in all of the sparkly things and all of the new things that the nation's trying to do, which are good things, and some are scary things, and some, you know, it's all unprecedented. It's all uncharted territory. I don't want to look back and say, man, I don't remember the moments I had with my kids during those times because I was so consumed by the news.
Yep.
I don't remember any special moments with my family because, man, I was so caught up in the fear of COVID, or I was so caught up in the thing that was happening, you know. And so God told me to focus on moments and not movements. That's what he spoke to me. And I labeled it in my notes in my phone, Quarantine. And I've been doing it for a month. And I put the date and I capture one photo for the day. So every day I am looking for one photo that I can capture that is a moment I don't want to miss. That's a moment that I would forget if I didn't capture it.
Wow.
It could be the freckles on my girl's face at the beach.
Yep.
It could be my daughter burying my feet in the sand. It could be, so many different things. And now, I'm sorry, people are power washing our house, so if you hear that. But I started capturing these moments, and I have opened a public page for you to be a part of if you desire to. It's called Corin Scene. And I'll share this to my page after this is done. Yes. I'm trying to talk louder in case you hear all of the power washing, but
no, they can hear you.
I'm just going to read a little bit about it. It's just going to be a place where we share moments with each other.
This, I'm going to get water.
Okay. We share moments with each other. We share pictures of something that brings us joy, something that brings us happiness, something that brings us peace, something that brings us rest. I've been capturing so many little things. My kids' feet, as they're laid up on the bed playing their Nintendo DS. Their Switch, Nintendo Switch. Obviously, I'm not a gamer, so my kids have to keep me in the know with that. I've been capturing all kinds of stuff, but I wrote on the page, and I have it pinned to the top. I shared one of our moments that I took a picture of during this, and I said, hey, friends, let me share one of my scene moments with you while I introduce myself. I'm Alissa Holt. This is my family, and we moved to Florida during COVID-19. The year 2020 has been flooded with uncertainty and fear, and because of that, I chose to do a private project by myself that I like to call Corin Scene. Every single day, I have been recording the date and have been pairing it with a photo in the notes section of my phone. I choose to be intentional with capturing a moment scene every day that brings me peace, rest, joy, and certainty within these unprecedented times. It could be the freckles on my daughter's face, the baby doll that my youngest can't put down, the sleepover that my kids will one day miss, the sand between my toes, and the laughter on my family's lips. Whatever it is, I choose to see. There is, the world may be shut down, but my life is happening right now, and I invite you to join me to find beauty even in the midst of uncertainty. The goal is one photo a day, and the hope is that it brings awareness to your heart. Share your captures with us as we find hope for tomorrow and promise in today. And then I do list some rules because this is an open page where we can share our scene moments. There are rules here, people, and if you do break them, you can be banned from the group. Obviously, the first rule is this is a positive vibes only page. We're sharing moments that bring us happiness during these times of uncertainty, these times of fear, these unprecedented times. So it's a positive vibes only page. No violence, no nudity, no tearing each other apart with your words, because everybody's art looks different. Everybody sees life different. And so I want to invite you to come be a part of this page. I'm going to share it as soon as we get off of here. Like it, share your moment scene with us. Let's celebrate. I feel like right now there can be such a miss in the time we're living in if we don't open our eyes and truly become intentional in thanking God every day for the small things that we take for granted. Who would have thought that we would be missing restaurants at the level that we were missing restaurants before they opened back up? The small things that we took for granted, going to the mall, being able to go into your favorite store, different things that we took for granted. And I don't want to continue this season missing moments because we're caught in the undertow of unprecedented moments in life and movements in life. So I want to encourage you to come and share that with me. I would love to be a part of your life. I would love for you to be a part of mine. I would love for us to encourage each other with moments seen by liking my Corin Scene page. I'm going to show you a little about what it looks like. Here, let me show you. Sorry, they're power washing my house, guys. It looks like this. I know I've got a ring light on here, but it says Corin Scene. And so it's got a little collage up there of some pictures I've captured during this time. Let me see here what else we got going on. So that's one thing that we are doing right now to kind of help spread some positive vibes in the world.
Yep.
During this time.
That's my wife, y'all. You're so creative, babe. Like, it just blows my mind.
Well, it's just how my mind operates, and I just want to invite people to be a part. I'm praying for you, Tanita. Her mom has stage 4 breast cancer and is on chemo.
Oh, my goodness.
So we're praying for you.
Jesus, touch her mother right now, Lord, wherever she's at, Father.
Yes. Okay, well,
Thank you, Lenora.
So,
and yeah, we're praying for Walter, too. I was reading some of the stuff he's going through with his body. So, God, we just speak healing and pray healing over Walter's body in Jesus' name.
Yes.
So,
I have been having people reach out to me, and we'll probably sign off now. We don't see a whole lot of questions. I'll be back on Friday at 10:30 a.m. Also, don't forget to go and subscribe to our podcast.
Yes, hit the podcast up.
I released a new podcast on my Unfiltered podcast by Alissa Holt yesterday, and tomorrow we will be releasing a new one on the BA podcast.
It's all on Apple, Anchor, Spotify,
all of the things.
Anywhere podcasts are available.
Chatter. All of the things, I think. So go check it out. I want to throw this out there as we're signing off because I don't know how loud this power washing is, and it's kind of bugging me.
It's fine.
I've had some people reach out wanting to do book studies with my new book for groups of people.
Yes.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. If you're ready for a secret, give me a heart party.
Oh, come on. Give her the heart party.
I have been creating a workbook study for my book. Have not released it, obviously, haven't even told y'all about it, but here I am.
We're still trying to get the audio book released.
Which will be done. I know I keep saying it. I will be releasing the audiobook by next week. It will be pushed and waiting for Audible to release it. We've had some hiccups with the audiobooks, so y'all, I apologize. We're trying to get it out there for you. I've been creating a workbook, study book for my book Unfiltered to go through it and help people navigate the dirt in their life and embrace the destiny ahead of them. Knowing that destiny's not for tomorrow, it's for now.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people reach out saying, I really want to do a study group with your book. I really want to do a book study. I really want to get a women's group together. I want to get a church group together, because this book is not just for women, it's for everybody. This is what I want to present to you, and y'all let me know what you think. I am thinking about doing a practice round before I release the actual study book.
Really?
Doing it with an actual group of people via Zoom calls and follow-ups by me personally. So you will get to do my study workbook and get to do my studying with me in a group via Zoom calls. I don't know how all that looks yet. I'm presenting it to you to see if anybody be interested.
Yeah. They need to message you.
It will be, yes, message me if you're interested. It will be for a certain fee. We're not making any money right now. So this will be to help my family. It will also be to help me release a study book that is extremely beneficial to everybody else, because we've kind of done it and I see what works and doesn't work. Right. What I would like to add, with organic conversation, there are some things that will come up that maybe weren't included in the study book that I will want to be like, oh, you know what? I want to go ahead and include that before I release it. But we will do Zoom call studies. We'll do pretty much, it'll be life coaching. I am so sorry.
It's all right. It's fine.
So much chaos going outside of my house. It is so loud in here. I don't know if y'all hear it, but it is so loud in here. So
her mind don't work right when
there's a bunch of noise. There's like power washing, weed eating, all kinds of stuff right here on my back porch.
Right here to us.
So If you're interested in the idea of doing a study group with me, a life coaching group with me, which will transition into a life coaching group, because I'll probably continue doing opening a group for people to come and just have some life coaching, which is right here, kind of like right here, like what we do.
Yeah.
But it'll be way more than twice a week, and it'll be way more in depth, because it'll be a smaller group, and it'll be more intimate. You can ask questions. I'll be able to talk.
Amy, it will be at one point an actual book. But as she's forming it, she's wanting to do some real life, I guess, virtual in-person teaching and communication.
So this is going to be an actual workbook that is released for you to buy with the book, to study the book and work through the book and work through your dirt. But I'm wanting to know it's not just for women. This is for men and women, young and old, and it gives me the opportunity to go through the workbook that I'm creating with a group of people that I can get feedback with and see how it helps, see what works, what doesn't work, how they are enjoying it, what else I would like to add to it before I release it. And it gives me the opportunity to kind of do life coaching with you guys and help you get through some of the dirt in your life as you move forward. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'm going to probably do a separate video talking about that as well later on, but message me, let me know you would be kind of interested. I don't have prices and all that yet. This is just an idea. If you would be interested in the idea, let me know so I can kind of see who all I've got.
Yeah.
And
it ain't going to... we're not looking to capitalize on this. This isn't going to be our yearly salary here. But I will say this. I believe her time is worth investment.
It's a lot of time. A lot of time out of my kid's life, out of my husband's life. And so...
But I believe that it'd be absolutely, powerful to be able to have one-on-one conversation, be a part of a group that's going to help create something that could possibly change thousands of lives. So I think that's awesome. So message her. She'll do another video about it.
Yes. I love you guys.
Say, just to tell you.
Oh, God.
You're looking so good this morning. She is, y'all. I'm sitting here thinking about it. Walter, we don't know yet,
I don't know how much it's going to cost yet.
The book is $20, so you can get it on Amazon. You can go to our website. So the book's $20. The study book
I'm still creating, and the group, the life coaching group that I'm doing is still being in the process of being created. I'm just kind of trying to get an interest in it, seeing how many people would be interested in it before I throw all of that out there. So
I'm interested.
Well, you might need it. You might need to walk some of that dirt through some of that dirt and embrace some of that destiny.
Listen, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get off here because we're probably gonna go get dirty. So.
He's being so unfiltered right now. Not okay. You know what I'm fixing to do though? I'm fixing to go get my driver's license, my Florida driver's license.
Flow rider.
So I'm really excited.
I can't because I can't find my Social Security card. And here in Florida, you cannot get a license without that. So I'm going to have to figure that all out. But.
So that's what I am fixing to go do. And then we've got some staff meetings and stuff to be a part of later. So we've got to jump off of here. I love you guys. Subscribe to our podcasts. Unfiltered by Alissa Holt, BA podcast. Go check them out this week. I'll be back Friday, 10:30 a.m. Anything else? Oh, go like my quarantine page.
Go right now.
I'm fixing to share it right now.
Link it up, babe. Let them know.
And let's have fun. So I love you guys.
Hey, don't get lost in the movement. Make sure
capture those moments.
Capture in the moments. We love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.